Alright, good day folks. Watch out. Oh my god, what? Ah, shit. Alright, I hope the camera angle is better because I've been trying to play around with the angle. I need to put on my seatbelt. Alright, so this is the country road. Well, some people not call up your country, but I call it the country road. It's one of the most dangerous roads to drive on. Not even city roads, bad so. You see me? Not even city roads bad so. So, this morning, it's approximately 7:37 a.m. So we are going to talk about getting over anxiety as a new driver on the road. You see, the driving on the Jamaican streets is not for the faint of heart. Believe me. When we say it's not for the faint of heart, taxi man a go bully you, bus man a go bully you, and other experienced drivers a go bully you on the road. Even bike man a go bully you. You see me? So, getting over the fear or getting over the anxiety of driving as a new driver, the best way to go about it is basically drive your own drive, so to speak. Take your time. Just take your own time. Right? The vehicle them who they behind you will bully you, or the vehicle them who they in front of you will bully you. Don't make them push you to do anything. Because if anything happens to you and your vehicle, nobody is going to stop and say, yo, let me help you with that. You are going to pay the cost. Everything are going to come out of your pocket. You see me? So, my best advice is for you to take your own time. When you take your time, you learn how the road operates. Be very vigilant. Watch out for everything and everybody. You see me? Do not drive as if you're the only one on the road, because the road is a shared space. Right? You're not the only one. So, if you see where a vehicle is asking you for a blind, right? For example, a vehicle leaving a minor road to come onto the main road, and you realize that there's nobody behind you, or you know, you can give them the blind, give them the blind. That's how the road should operate. You know, it's yes, it is still each man for themselves, but help as best as you can. Right? Right, that was going on. So the cut road. Whoa. Cut road. Now when I first started driving, nah lie, me did nervous. I was a nervous rat. You see me? Alright. So we want to go right, so we're at the intersection right now. Show boat, look, and van forward. I don't know where I'm go. Alright. So when you're starting out on the road, when you're learning to drive, they always tell you to keep to your side. Always try to keep to your hand, which is on, here in Jamaica we drive on the left hand side. So always try to keep to the left. On these roads, what we would call country roads, always try to keep left of left. If you understand what I say. So we are already driving left, so try your best to keep left in the left. Reason being, if you go center, for example, you're going a corner like this, or you go center, a vehicle might not be directly in the left of their lane, and they might be center or right of their lane, and you can cause an accident, you can brush the vehicle or whatever. So always try to keep left of left, especially when you're taking on these country roads. You see me? Especially. So now we reach out on a straight, and I'm practicing the same thing, keep left of left. These roads as well, they have a lot of potholes on them. The country roads, a lot of potholes. Try your best to navigate the potholes without like without causing any hindrance to anybody. So a lot of the times we have to go out in the opposite direction to avoid a pothole. And my recommendation is try to do that to the best of your ability, right? Don't go out, just don't see a vehicle coming and you're gone out just to avoid a pothole, right? Unless you signal to the person and them slow down and gear the blind and so forth and so on. But navigating these potholes, best way, drive slow. Just drive slow and try your best to go around the hole or to position your vehicle in a way that the pothole not going to impact your vehicle much. You see me? Best recommendation. And a lot of young drivers, they don't like to come up in the countryside here, because as I said before, the country roads are one of the hardest roads to manage. You see me? Not even highway hard to manage, so. Because highway is just filled with straights and a constant speed. Country roads, there's no constant speed. You see me? See, we have a lot of potholes here now. Just try our best to navigate them as best as possible. Whoa! Alright. You see, everybody's like going left, going right, because everybody's just trying to avoid the potholes. But you have to make sure you don't put yourself in a harm's way while you're doing it. Simple as that. Coming from a biker perspective, I'm coming from bike. I still ride bike. I can tell you, some of these bike man, them are going to put the bike on your side, and then at the last minute they're going to swerve out. Don't overreact. Just stick to your lane. And if you realize that a bike man is over on your side and him not go over back, just do your best to save that bike man or bike woman or whoever. Do your best to save them, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, we as bikers, we make some foolish maneuvers, some foolish moves. We have a long line go up the road, and I bet this line is caused by somebody just moving slow. Alright, you see that? Just allow him to just drive out, because him probably did there wait too long because of the line, and him just see a little, you know, a little clearance and thing. There's no point in me driving up on the man when the man don't have difficulty to come out and lane. You see me? That's what I'm talking about, sharing the road. Nothing hard in doing that. Alright, so this will now be a pothole on the side. Alright, look like a lot of people are taking here, so. I learned to drive before I could ride a bike. Yeah. But I didn't have much experience on the road, because after I learned to drive, I went to a driving school, and after I learned to drive, I wasn't really driving as much. Only every now and then, you know, once a while. It's not like no way I'm driving every single day. So the thing is, a lot of persons will learn to drive. Like, somebody will have their license for all 10 years and they can't drive properly, and that's because they're not driving on the road like every day. That is what I would say. Because driving on the road every day, you'll understand how the road works, and you'll get used to the road, so to speak. You see me? You'll get used to the road, used to how people drive, used to how people operate, used to the pedestrian them, right? All of them little things that you will get used to. So it's like a skill. The more you do it, shit, you better me turn off with them car there. There's something there up here so I cause the line, man. Yeah, it's like a skill. The more you do it, is the better you become at it. Right? Not hard in that. And things are going to be hard for the first because you're learning. You're learning, and every time when you're learning something new or when you're learning something, it's gonna feel hard, but the more you practice it, is the more you'll get used to it and so on. Me driving, I don't trust indicators on vehicles. I don't trust indicators because from ever since I was riding every day, once me see an indicator turn on, I won't trust that vehicle until me see the vehicle start make the intended turn. As in the wheels start turn and them start slow, lower them speed. I'm gonna just press brake so. Okay. Be a brake, him press. Okay. I hate driving behind vehicles like these. You see vehicle like this where you see every minute the brake light activate. Try to get away from them. Not even in front of them more hand. You see me? Watch it. Every minute the brake light come on. Why you use so much brake for? Alright, so now we approach the city. And I have the same recommendations here. Always think ahead. You see a bus over there? Don't stay behind the bus. Oh, well, the bus not gonna stay. Watch out for pedestrians and such. Alright, so I'm gonna offer a few tips here now for beginner drivers or persons who have anxiety while driving. It's always good if you can drive with somebody who is experienced. I know not everybody is going to have that luxury, but driving with somebody who has experience will help you. A lot of the times it will help you because that person can offer recommendations and guide you on the road. It's a very nice thing. When I started driving, I didn't really have anybody to drive with, so I had to learn the road for myself, and it's good that I no man, sure, yeah, nickel no on. Watching car full up of people. A taxi run. Not even have no good hand. Yeah. So driving with somebody who is experienced is always a recommendation. Additionally, if you are able to stay out of heavy traffic as best as you can. A lot of the times when new drivers are in heavy traffic, they tend to get a bit flustered and everything. I would recommend driving on roads that are less congested. So if you're coming from a certain area and you probably know a certain route and that route isn't as congested as like the main road or whatever, try to drive that route until you can familiarize yourself with more traffic and everything. Then you can take on main roads as much. I mean, yes, you are going to have to go on main roads, but for the most part, try to stay to like back roads or roads that are less congested. That will help you. Additionally, planning your route. before you leave in the morning, before you leave to go anywhere, try to plan your route as best as possible. Nowadays we have Google Maps and the other mapping apps and so forth. You can go on those apps and punch in where you're leaving from and where you're going to, and it can help you to find the best route, right? And what the map always does, it helps you to find the best route that is less congested, and that is always recommended. So always try to plan your route as best as possible, and that will help you in terms of knowing where you want to go. For instance, if you're on this road right now and you know say you want to go halfway through, you're not going to feel flustered and say, wait, if I'm going at the right lane, if I'm going at the left lane. You don't know where you're going, so that way it's like your head is like, go on man, go on man. Hey boy, hey. Stuff like that you have to watch out to. Yes, I had the green, but it's not a turning arrow. So technically the bicycle man have the right of way because I feel green. This is something that you can do every time before you leave out. Just look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, we're gonna do this today. We're going to have a great drive. You know, just have a positive mindset in terms of the road. So you reiterate to yourself that, yo, this is gonna be a good drive. We are not going to cause any accidents, or, you know, just reassure yourself that everything is going to be all right. Even when you're on the road, just have it in the back of your mind that, hey, everything is going to be all right. We're gonna get through this and we're gonna get to our destination safely. All right, and 2 more tips. Try your best to avoid distractions. Distractions, for instance, your phone, talking to people, all of them stuff there, things that are in the car. Try to avoid messing around with things. All right, that will cause you to get a little bit discombobulated, and you might not be focusing purely on the road, and you know it can cause you to do things that you are not supposed to do, like you're drifting at somebody's lane or stuff like that. So try your best to avoid any kind of distraction. The only thing you need to be doing is focusing on the road, focusing on where you want to go, and being vigilant overall. And the last tip that I have, and I mentioned this earlier, and I'm going to mention it again because it's so crucial. It's drive at your own pace. Nobody learns. The world wasn't built overnight. Driving at your own pace is the best thing that you can do for yourself, right? If you realize that going over 50 is too fast, drive at 50. If a car is behind you and they want to pass, just continue driving, make them find them way round you, right? Just keep at your own pace and you'll be fine on the road. Yes, other drivers will not like it because they're more experienced and they're used to probably going fast and, you know, all of them stuff there, but you're not used to it yet. And over time, I can assure you, you may get used to it. But until that time comes, just drive at your own pace. You see me? I hope this helps with any questions that anybody might have. I'm gonna wrap up this video right here at this intersection. Yellow light. All right, almost perfect. So I'm gonna wrap this up right here. Stay tuned for more tips and safe driving on the road, people.